Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we're here to talk to you about our picks for the July 8th FOC that is coming up. Now, if you don't know, G and I work for Penguin Random House, and we manage sales into the direct market around the world. So, titles that we talk about in these videos are from the publishers that we represent into those markets. Also, we're on social media. You can find us on Instagram, on X, Twitter, and on Facebook, and of course on YouTube. And you can find us on there at PRH International Comics, and there will be some links in the description too that you can follow. So without further ado, let's get started. First pick.
All right, first pick for me is at 25 o'clock in Akasaka Volume 1. And I actually watched the live action, and if you haven't, you should. It actually ended a little over a week ago, and I'm still sad because I want more, but I can have more by reading the manga itself. So this is basically about Yuki, who finally landed a big break. He's an actor, and he wants to do very, very well in his role, and is quite nervous about it. And come to realize that the lead actor to his counterpart that he's going to work with was a former classmates of his, so they were both in school together for film. They bonded over film and acting, and the former classmate is now like this big mega superstar actor. Everyone loves him, and so he's very intimidated by like a senior actor who is like very beloved. And so determined to do his best, Yuki goes on field research in quotation marks and goes to gay bars and wants to find a one night stand to get into the role. And then all of a sudden, his acting counterpart, like that former classmate, Hayama, happens to be at the bar, the gay bar at the time, and stops him, and he's like, "No, I will, I will be tribute, and let's pretend to be boyfriends. I will offer myself to help you get into character." And so it's a question of, does this become real, or is it just for professional acting reasons? Of course, this is a BL, so
Yeah.
you know the answer to that. As you could tell, I really like this.
Yep.
And really stressing how the live action is very, very good too. So yes, yes. And the art is beautiful too.
Very cool. Next up is Doctor Strange number 18, the Marguerite Savage Disco Dazzler variant. Um, so this is one of many Disco Dazzler covers that we're getting, that Marvel is doing in celebration for the Dazzler series that is also coming out, and because Dazzler is all over the place, with lots of rumors about whether she's going to be in Deadpool Wolverine or not. Who knows? But this is an amazing piece of art. Marguerite Sauvage, if you don't know, is a French artist who has um, won and been nominated for many awards. She won Eisner Award, I think it was 2017, for a book she did independently. And as you can see, she does extremely beautiful art. Also, if you remember the DC Bombshells, she did a few of those series. I don't know if she did all of them, but not just illustrations, but also wrote stories. So that's maybe where you might know her from. But I mean, here you see Doctor Strange look in this very psychedelic looking cover, which is, goes very well with Doctor Strange. And you have Dazzler sort of serenading him and being very diva, very, very amazing. And also, I want to note that for the Dazzler number one, Marguerite Sauvage also did uh, a variant cover that is the window shade cover, and it's very beautiful too, because she makes her Dazzler look a little bit like, very very pop artist, sort of maybe like a Barbie. Looks very beautiful too. So I wanted to highlight this one because it's very very beautiful. Definitely caught my eye, and I really like Marguerite Savage's art. So there you go.
All right, next up we have Kanto, A Place Like Home. This is issue number 3. I obviously had to choose the Drew Zucker, the variant cover A, just because it's Drew Zucker.
Mm.
And obviously he's been on art. I mean, yeah, it's Kanto, so I
Yeah,
had to.
yeah,
So this one, I just thought it was beautifully done. You have reflection of said superhero, Kanto, the knight in shining armor, reflected in a weapon, and the background is concerning with the places in
yeah,
flame. So this is a battle for the unnamed worlds, and Kanto and their allies unfortunately have to retreat in this issue. And trying to defeat the Shrouded Man is proving to be difficult. What is very heartwarming is like in the premise of this, like issue 3, like they must do the thing that they started out with, which is returning back home. I don't know, that just
yeah,
just clenched my heart. I'm like, "Oh no, you're gonna make me cry." Anyway,
yeah.
this is all ages, for all ages. It's like this beautiful modern fairy tale. I very much love it, and obviously I love this cover art too. So
Yes. Very cool. And we continue with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Night Watcher number 1, variant B. This is the young Lancry, sorry, John Lancry cover. Obviously, another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book. Still celebrating 40th anniversary. We got a lot of amazing Ninja Turtle titles, and this one highlighting this character that was originally in the Free Comic Book Day Ninja Turtles title for this year. And fans have been wondering who is the Night Watcher, and in this is where you find out finally. So you got to make sure you get your copies on this FOC so people can find out in your store. So this is written by Juni Ba and is illustrated by Ferrope, but like I mentioned, this is John Lancry cover. John Lancry is a also French uh, artist, and as you can see by this art, he does I love that he does sort of this um, animated but very cool looking illustrations. They're always with a lot of texture and kind of rough around the edges, but at the same time, very, very defined. I There was a description on one of the sites about his art, and I really like it. It says that his style is influenced by the amalgamation of manga with European and American comic books, and this is exactly that. I love how you see Night Watcher sort of hanging there in the back alleys of New York City, and you see skyline and a big moon in the background, which is very classic of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles illustrations. We see that a lot. And I'm really excited. I want to know who the Night Watcher is. I think everybody does. So looking forward to this one for sure.
okay, next up we have Daredevil issue number 12. We have the 1 in 10 with the trade dress, and then we have the 1 in 100 Virgin variant. This art is done by Gabriel Del Auto, who's an Italian artist, very well known, very beautifully illustrated cover art done in acrylics, painted. It's just gorgeous to look at. And with this, obviously, with Bullseye and Daredevil locking in a battle, what drew me into this one is it's so vibrant. Like the red is so vibrant
Yeah.
to the point that like it's reflected in that dagger. Like obviously
Yeah.
the stabbing has not happened yet, but like it looks like it's, I don't know, it's because of the reflection of his suit. So I just it's black and white and gray, but it's just the red that really stands out. Which I
Yeah.
mean, Daredevil, like that's you like he does
And
stand out in the rainy, always
yeah,
rainy.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, when we always say that it's always raining, for some reason there's a big
In that
cloud
part,
following
Hell's Kitchen.
Daredevil and Elektra in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just raining always.
always raining.
The
But it
moon,
makes it look
the time.
cooler. It's
It
just
it
so
is
cool.
cooler that way. It
Yeah.
has to be.
It has to be cool. All right. And next up is Nightclub 2, issue number 1, cover C by Jay Lee. This is the sequel to the amazing Nightclub miniseries that Mark Millar obviously wrote last year, illustrated by Juan Ramirez. And this is the teen vampire superhero, the team of vampire superheroes uh, that use sort of like luchador mask to fight crime, because they got this bitten by vampires, and they decided, you know what? Instead of just becoming the villains that everybody thinks vampires are, we're gonna use these powers to uh, fight crime. It's very fun series. This is part of the Millar world that moved recently to Dark Horse, and we started this year already. I think Nemesis was the first series that Dark Horse actually published for in single issues for the Millar world. And actually, G, you picked uh, for Nemesis 1 the J Lee cover, I think, a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, I think. Um, it's not the reason why I picked Jay Lee. I also love Jay Lee, and I love this cover. And you can see here Stargard, Danny Garcia, on the cover, looking very vampiric with fresh blood on his mouth. So looking really forward to this. Also, there was a recent announcement a few days ago that I don't know, there was some kind of deal or partnership, big partnership between in our world and Netflix. So there's going to be hopefully a lot of Millar World content coming to Netflix, and I'm hoping that this is one of them because I'm a big fan of it. So looking forward to that too, but also note that this it's going to keep growing this series because of that too. So there you go.
So that's with our picks, or concludes with our picks. But moving on, we do have a piece of news. Marvel announced the Trigger Read returns with these 5 titles. Obviously, more to come on Trigger Read like down the line. It's quite early. I mean, it's not October yet, but I was super
Yeah,
excited about this. So I'm going through the titles that were announced. So Fantastic Four Dinosaur issue number 1, with Alex Ross on the art there. We have Star Wars Kylo Ren, Age of Renaissance, issue number
Resistance.
1. Resistance. Wow.
But that could be another cool
That
title.
could be another title. Can't read today. Spider Boy, The Webless Wonder, issue number 1, with Dan Slott on writing on that. And then we have Venom Bedlam, issue number 1, Al Ewing, and then Spidey and His Amazing Friends, issue 1. So, yeah, so be on the lookout for this and keep your eyes peeled. And yeah, that's it.
That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it and it was useful to you. As always, come back, but also, leave comments. Let us know what are your picks for this FOC. And like I mentioned before, we're on other social media channels. We're on Instagram, we're on X, Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we will leave some links in the description for you to follow us there. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye.
Hi, everyone.